Hi, and welcome to our Adobe Illustrator in Under 10 tutorial series where we teach you techniques in Adobe Illustrator in under 10 minutes. Today we're going to discuss the Live Paint tool, so let's jump right into it. The first thing we want to do is we want to make sure while we're in our artboard, we want to select a rectangle. And we want to drag 3 of these out, make sure they all overlap. And then what we want to do is we want to change the color for each individual one so we can see the differences between them and tell where they're laying. So let's do this, change this to that color. So now we see where our 3 rectangles are. And let's drag it a little more centered. Now with Live Paint, essentially what it does is it fits together like puzzle pieces. It figures out where your paths overlap and then it makes creative, editable color spaces for those particular paths and those sections. So any puzzle piece may join together to make a full puzzle that you can see an image, but those individual pieces themselves can be changed without respect to the entire piece. So that's what the Live Paint tool allows you to do. It's flush, it's quick, and it's a really, really simple way to color your artwork. So the first thing you want to do is highlight all of the rectangles that we put out there, and by this we can see the paths and where they overlap. We're going to hit the K button on our keyboard to select our Live Paint tool, which is under the Shape Builder tool in your toolbar menu. So once we have this tool, we're going to click on our shapes. If the shapes are not highlighted, we cannot click it. We have to click those actual shapes themselves. We cannot go about and click outside of the area as it won't do anything. So once we click the shapes, we'll notice that now we get red sectioned highlights that show us where they overlap and are broken apart, and we can deselect. We don't have to keep it selected, and we can change. Let's say we pick a color, and now we can take our Live Paint tool and we can change individual parts that are around the Live Paint area, since this is now a Live Paint selection. So when we want to select individual parts, what we would do is we would click and hold down in this tool, our Live Paint tool, and we would go to Live Paint Selection tool. And we can now select the individual parts of our selection. We can delete them. We can just select them and change individual properties or apply different things to them. Or we can select multiple pieces and we can change those properties with multiple pieces selected. This is how you would utilize the actual Live Selection tool. Now the other tool that you'll find that's under here is the Shape Builder tool. And we're going to click and hold down, click Shape Builder tool, and we're going to drag out 3 ellipses. And what we're going to do is make these combine into one shape. Now, as is, these are 3 individual shapes, and you can see that when they're highlighted that they are 3 individual shapes. And we're going to go click our Shape Builder tool, and we're going to click one point and drag it all the way across. And now once we release it, we have one single solitary shape that we can then edit and not have to worry about editing the actual 3 shapes that it was before. So let's do that, and you'll notice how it changes accordingly. So those are the 3 tools that you'll find under there. There are other ways for you to achieve these results, but because we are discussing these specific tools, these are the ways that you go about utilizing them in Adobe Illustrator. So feel free, if you have any questions, try and check me out online, www.theonewillfocus.com, or if you are on social media, you can find me at TheOneWillFocus, all spelled out, TheOnewillFocus. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Take care.